Good morning students, class 11th students. Today we are starting the chapter number 1. In previous video we have given the large and vast introduction of the class 11th mathematics books. Okay. Today we are starting the chapter 1st, and chapter 1st is set theory. As I have already introduced related to the set, that this topic was previously in class 9th, and for some years this chapter is in class 11th. Okay, so in class 11th we will study this in an extensive manner. Okay, so first of all we will know about the term set. Okay, what does mean by the set, what is the definition, and what are the other terms which are closely related to the set theory. Okay, so first of all, what is set? What is set? So we will start from what is set means the definition. Students, you know, sometimes you gather the things, and the things may belongs to the same category and does not may belongs to the same category. If the things or the objects or the elements or the members that you have collected or gathered belongs to the same category, they are well defined. Suppose that you have collected pen, pencil, sharpener, notebook, books, etc., etc. Then these all items belongs to the stationary items. Okay, so these are well defined, and a well-defined collection of the objects, well-defined gathering of the objects is called set. Okay, so set can be defined as the well-defined collection of objects, or what I can say, a well-defined collection of objects is called set. Okay, so what is the definition of the set? A well-defined collection of objects is called a set. Okay, so set is well-defined collection. Suppose that we have collected A, B, C, D, all these. So all these are the letters of the English alphabet. Okay, so having the same category, same category means these all may be named as the letters of English alphabet. That is why they are well defined, and well defined means they are set. They are in a set. Okay, now suppose that we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. So all these are digits in mathematics. All these are the digits in mathematics, having the same category, having the well-defined collection. Okay, so this is also a set of digits, set of letters of English alphabet. Okay, now A, E, I, O, U. This is also a well-defined collection. U. This is also a well-defined collection of vowels in English alphabet. Okay, so that is why this is also a set. So set is ultimately the set is well-defined collection of objects. Okay, so now you know what does mean by the set. And some of the examples. Now this set or all the alphabet are put in curly bracket and separated by the commas. Okay, and also one more characteristic of the set is that elements in the set does not repeat itself. Okay, does not repeat itself means A cannot be write down more than one time, means this cannot be write down two or more than two times. This can be write down only one time, means having no characteristics that the elements are repeating. So in set elements cannot be repeat itself. Okay, put in curly bracket and separated by the commas. So element of the set are represented by the small alphabets of the English alphabet. Okay, small letters of the English alphabet, and this set is named by the capital letter of the English alphabet. The set is given the name by the capital letter of the English alphabet. Capital letter means just like capital A, and these are digits, so this can be named as D for digits. Okay, and this can be named by any other English alphabet capital letter, that is B, C or something else. Okay, so what we have learned? We have learned the definition of the set, elements of the set. Elements are also called as objects. Elements are also called as objects. Elements are also called members. Okay, and then repetition of element is not allowed. Repetition of element is not allowed, means in a set elements cannot be repeated. Separated by commas and put in curly bracket. Only those collection, well defined collection which is put in curly bracket are called set. Okay, so set is the element of the set is always put in curly bracket, not in parentheses and in square bracket. Okay, we use only curly bracket. Put in curly bracket. Okay, the elements are named in small letter of English alphabet. Elements of set are small letters of English alphabet. Elements are small letter of the English alphabet, and the name of the set is capital letter. Name of the set is capital letter of English alphabet. Okay, so these are some of the properties or the characteristics of a set that I have write down here. Okay, all these makes a set. Now we will learn what are those methods in which we can write down a set, or what are the methods by which we can represent a set. Means we are learning now the formation of the set. Formation of the set means how we will form the set. Okay, so formation of set is very important. We will learn the methods. Okay, what are the methods? So either write down the formation of the set, or write down the methods of the set. Students, class 11. in class 11th we write down the set in two ways, or we are having the two methods. We are having the two methods. One of the method is the set builder method, and the another method to represent the set is the roster form. Roster form. Set builder method having the property. Set builder method having the property by which we represent the elements. By which we represent the elements. And in roster form we put the elements itself. We put the elements itself. Okay, so first of all we will know more about set builder method. Set builder method. First method and the original method of representing the set is the set builder method. This is oldest method and this is initial method where we started to represent the set. Okay, suppose or no, what is this method? Suppose we have been given the elements A, E, I, O, U. We have a collection. We have a collection of the element A, E, I, O, U. All these are, we know very well, all these are the vowels of English alphabet. Okay, so how we will represent this collection using the set builder method. Okay, so the method is we will use only single element that is x. So using the x such that now we put the property by which we can represent all these elements. As we know that all these elements are the vowel of English alphabet, that is why the property is the vowels of the English alphabet. Okay, x such that x is a vowel of English alphabet. Okay, so this is the set builder method. This is the collection and this is the set builder method. Now suppose that we are having another collection. And the another collection is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and so on up to infinity. Okay, we are having this collection. And the collection containing the elements 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and so on. We know that all these numbers are perfect square numbers. So property will be the perfect square numbers. So how we will represent this collection in set builder method? This is equals to x such that x is a perfect square number. Such that x belongs to the set of natural number. Okay, so these are two examples. We will have a lot of examples by which we can represent, by which we can know the method, that is set builder method. One more example is there. Suppose we are having a collection 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5, 5 upon 6 and so on. We are having this collection. Now we want to represent this collection using the set builder method. Okay, so using the set builder method, how we will represent this? Now this is 1 upon 2, so can be write down as 1 upon 1 plus 1. This can be write down as 1 upon 2 plus 3, 2 upon 2 plus 3. And 3 upon 4 can be write down as 3 upon 3 plus 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 upon 4 plus 1, 5 upon 5 plus 1, and so on. For nth element, we will represent this as n upon n plus 1. Okay, so last element of this collection will be n upon n plus 1. Now, what is the set builder method, or how we will represent using set builder method? So this collection can be represented as x, such that x is equals to n upon n plus 1, where n belongs to the set of natural numbers. Okay, so this collection can be represented as x, such that x is equals to n upon n plus 1, where n belongs to n, using the set builder method. Okay student, now we will learn the second method of formation of the set. Okay, so second method is the roster method. Second method of representing the set is the roster method. Roster method. Now, what is roster method? Roster method. This is the second method. This is the second method and the alternative method. Alternative method means the original method was the set builder method, but after some time mathematician discovered or invented one more method by which we represent the given collection, that is roster method. This method is also called as list method, tabular method. List method or tabular methods are the other name. List method, oblique tabular method, are the other name of the roster method. Okay. Now, how we will represent or how we will use this method to represent the given collection? It's very simple. It's very simple. We have taken 2 or 3 examples in previous method. The one of the example was A, E, I, O, U. We have been given this collection A, E, I, O, U. So in roster form, we represent this, or we put all the elements in curly bracket. We put all the elements in curly bracket, separated by the comma. Without repetition. Okay, we will not use the repetition, okay, of the elements. Means we will not write down the same element again and again. Okay, we will represent the one element only one time. We will not repeat the element again and again. So without repetition, okay, we will put all the element in the curly bracket, separated by the commas, without any repetition. And this method is called the roster method, tabular method, or the list method. Okay, so very simple. But in set builder method, we have used the property by which we can represent all the elements. Okay, the second one of the example was this, and second example was 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5, and so on, n upon n plus 1. So roster method of this collection is equals to 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5, and so on, n upon n plus 1. N upon n plus 1. Okay. So today we have learned about the set theory. Set theory means what does mean by the set, the definition of the set, and the different concepts, different terms related to the set, like element, and how to represent, means methods of formation of the set. Okay. Thank you.